Hello, I'm Big Frank, and we welcome you to the exciting world of Sweetpatch Soccer.
Do you think it's worth holding out? I mean, I heard some pretty ugly things about those guys. Ugly stories.
Watch them flee. Watch them flee.
Hi everyone, welcome along to the first Wittser and Wepeeler's SweetCast, where we're going to bring you all the latest FIFA 10 news, keeping it short and sweet for you. I'm Dave Witts from Sweetpatch TV, and also welcome along my good friend from across the pond, Mr. Robbie Wepeeler Smith. Say hello to everyone, Rob.
Hello, everybody. This is indeed Rob Smith, aka Wepeeler. Very, very far across the pond, but we figured this out, and we can get us both recorded and hopefully bring you guys the latest FIFA news. Looking forward to giving you guys the latest and greatest in the world of FIFA 10 and Sweetpatch.
Okay, everyone, what we've got in store for you today, we're going to go through the main features that Rob and myself came to love and enjoy in Vancouver last week when we were out with EA Canada. Just really sort of going through to start with the new fundamentals that they've put in place for FIFA 10. It's now the fourth year of the gaming engine, and a lot of focus has really been on gameplay. And the sort of critical areas they've really focused on include, I know you've read a lot of this on the internet and probably aware of this now, so looking at areas such as urgency, trapping, passing, positioning, shooting, defending and goalkeepers. And what we're going to do is just take you through what we found when we were playing the game and what excited us the most. So Rob, just taking that list, is there anything you'd like to pick on first to have a chat about that really sort of we can tell people about something that they've probably not read in any of the reviews or anything yet?
Sure. Well, I think we should probably just start at the top and just talk our way through it. Getting a hands-on feel of the game was really, really key, I think, to the development of FIFA 10. People, the more feedback that they hear is good, but actually getting hands-on the game and sitting in the room with the developers and talking to them about certain things we saw in the game, especially these key fundamentals, was big. Urgency, obviously, they did show us little tidbits of video while we were in the room on urgency. Players that aren't in the action per se, like if the ball's up the field and you got your defenders acting a little bit more relaxed. They don't seem like they're so ready to jump the gun. And then when the players are in action, you want to see reaction from them. You want to see more movement, maybe some sort of facial reaction to the ball coming at them, something along those lines. I don't know, did you see anything different while we were playing?
Yeah, there was a couple of things. One thing I particularly enjoyed about this, and it was really a sort of debate that came out of it, I had with Aaron McHardy, the gameplay producer, was defending the mod. Obviously, the game's still 4 months off release, and we were there to, feed back how we found the game, what we felt about 09. And one of the things I was finding was this urgency, not in action, that if you were defending and the strikers were coming down the centre of the park at you and your centre-backs moved out to them, that in some instances the full-backs in normal real football would tuck in to the centre, and it wasn't happening. I found myself screaming at the monitor sort of for my defenders to tuck in, which would happen, and Aaron sat down with me for about half an hour and we had a discussion about how the gameplay engine works, how the defenders' intelligence work. Sure. And I just found that absolutely fascinating to get that sort of level of insight, and then we were talking about how we could provide a solution to that.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you could definitely notice the urgency, not everyone running around all the time. When people weren't involved, they would stay out the action, and I think just the tweaking of that now is getting that balance right.
Good. Yeah, make it play more like a real football game versus everybody just run around.
That's right, yeah.
Good.
Absolutely.
All right. Also, one thing that I noticed big time was trapping and ease of trapping, getting control of the ball.
Absolutely.
Again, we saw video snippets of them showing FIFA 09 versus FIFA 10 and the trapping and the players getting to the right position to trap the ball, get it under control, clear it if they have to, or distribute it if they have to. Definitely, the key in FIFA 09, I think, was not having enough time on the ball once you've trapped it. Say you're in offense, you get a ball up front. As soon as you turn, the defender's in your face. If there was a quick half-second or second quicker where you could trap it, get control of it, and distribute it easier, it opens up a whole new world. And I did see that very much so in FIFA 10, the hands-on, that the ball was under control much easier, and I was able to do what I needed to do with it.
No, absolutely, and I think that the one thing for me, I always refer to it as the stupid header in FIFA when you've got the ball in defence and you're wanting to, clear it upfield out of a dangerous position, and he crouches down and heads it forwards, and you scream, and that was certainly, I know the video they showed us, wasn't it? It was specifically of that, where in FIFA 09 it would do a little header back into play.
Yes.
In FIFA 10, stands back, assesses, and belts the ball upfield.
Exactly. Clear it. Get it out of.
Absolutely.
I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in today and checking out our first SweetCast. I had a lot of fun. This is going to be an ongoing thing, so we're going to kind of keep you guys up to date on what we saw in Vancouver while we played hands-on FIFA 10. We only covered urgency and trapping today, but there's a lot more to come in the future. We haven't even talked about passing or positioning, especially shooting, which is going to be one of my favorites, defending and goalkeepers. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll bring you the latest as soon as we can. All right, thanks again.
Do you think it's worth holding out? I mean, I heard some pretty ugly things about those guys. Ugly stories.
Watch the fleet.